Okay, diminish time. Here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 3. $120, 1 and a 2 and a 3. $180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And the magic number. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oof. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, one idea that I've never tried, but I think it would, I assume it would be very helpful for these kinds of things. You can use a fret wrap or just do hand over the strings here and just tap everything. So I wonder how that would work. I wonder how good I could do that. This seems like it would be very helpful to have a real heavy compressor on, which I do have. If you don't have one for stuff like this, highly recommended. I like to use my Boss GT1000 has it. I'm going to use that, but for when I do recording and stuff, I use this Keeley compressor pedal. It's a little over $100, but it's really, really helpful. Like, especially doing like really pushing legato speed. The compressor makes it a lot easier. Maybe not a lot easier. It makes it easier. It's a noticeable difference. So I'm curious. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna try. Whew, that's a lot louder. Can you hear all that static in there already? Yeah, it just compressed all to hell. Let's try this idea. I'll just see how it works. How do I want to do this? Oof. Or I should just do it like that, huh? I do have a fret wrap. I wonder if that would be good enough. Wait, that's not the fret wrap. What the heck? Wait, I got one over. It's kind of a pain in the butt having to hold the frickin' thing hand off and then back and forth like that. Change the metronome. I think I put one in here. There it is. There it is. So it's enough to keep things quiet. Much more convenient. Not as muted as I want it to be. Better. See, I didn't want it to actually be fretting anything. There's that there. Whoop. Whoops. Not even using the right. Didn't even have the metronome selected here. I have to move a lot, be more gentle with my movements at these speeds. Which is where that compressor really comes in handy. Down to 16ths now. Weird looking at that. Screwing with my eyes. Whoop. I'm going to leave the repeats out. Woo. Yeah, I think that's a fine idea. there we go. You got to witness it. First time trying something like that. That's pretty cool. I like that idea. I need to do that more. I'm gonna recommend people do that too. So yeah, I don't know if you have one of these. This is God, I was a fret wrap, Vari wrap, I think is what it's called. VARI wrap. Yeah, these are nice to use for things like that. So give that a try too. Yeah, start with the eighth notes and just like up and down once. Just do it the one time, and then switch over to sixteenths once you hit that graduation speed of like the minimum 240 with the eighth notes, and then yeah, switch over to sixteens. Once you can get some decent speed with the sixteens for just like one up and down, then start adding in repetitions. I think the first thing to do is just push the speed and then start getting in the repetition. So this way you can just ease into the difficulty. All right, I think that covers it. Oh yeah, the finger tapping, remember, just start with the G string. And then, let's see, what is it? Where do we end up? And just going back and forth like that's really good. And doing it at a speed that you're definitely in control of. I think a big thing about going with this, or this part of it, is you gotta not think about really where you're going anymore. And once you're not really thinking about where you're going, it'll be easier to make sure that last pull off is performed. So there we go. All right. Any questions come up, let me know. I'll see you again next week.